by might or by power, but by the Spirit of God that works within me. So, ladies, if you are joining me, husbands, if you are joining me, please send some loves and some likes to let me know that you are listening to me and you are hearing me, because sometimes I don't hear you. So when you send some loves and some likes, then I know you are quite clear and you are hearing me. So please don't hesitate. I see Brother Theo. Hello, Brother Theo. Thank you so much. I see Moroka. Hello, Moroka. And my baby sister Hazel Mutuma. Hello, Hazel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Are we on the dot? Just a minute before 8 o'clock. Welcome to Friday Date Night with Jean. Jean, today she's hyper, but not as happy as normally she is, due to the facts that, to the reality of life, which is losing loved ones and losing a lot of people. But I do have confidence when I lose someone that knows God, or when I lose someone that loves God. I'm so much comforted knowing that that person's soul, that person's spirit is not lost at the end of the day. So welcome to my life, welcome to my life, welcome to Kiliteng, and we are on the dot. Welcome to the channel. Please subscribe at the bottom or press a notification so that when I do a live, you are welcomed, you are invited, and you get notification. So today we have spoke when this month started. And again, let me say this for the last time. Happy Women's Month to every woman all over the world. Happy Women's Month to you. You are very special and precious in the eyes of God and in my eyes. Respect to you women. I love you very much and I respect you so much. And to all the men that appreciate us and support us, thank you very much. We do love and acknowledge your appreciation. Thank you so much to all the men that have respect for women, that appreciate women, and that take care of us. Thank you so much, all the husbands, all the boyfriends, all the good men, good partners that are in relationship, that have been following this up. So as you all know, please send me some hearts and some loves if you can hear me loud and clear, so that I know. And please, to all my loved ones, do not call me, my family, friends, and loved ones, do not call me at this moment, as it will interrupt my video, my live video. This is a sponsored video. Again, shout out to my boss. I know you are live. I know you are looking at me. Shout out to my big bosses. Thank you so much for this opportunity to do this live video. Let me get into it. We spoke about the women abuse. I spoke about abuse this month. I spoke about the challenges that women face. I spoke about why do our husbands or partners cheat on us. And then last week, I was talking about the type of people that our partners or husbands cheat on us with. I spoke about prostitutes. I spoke about side chicks. But today, I said it's a surprise topic, because indeed it is a surprise topic, because it's broader. I'm going to take as much time as possible, so I need you to be alert and keep sending some hearts and some loves to let me know that you are alert and you are with me and you are watching, so that I move with you at the same pace. So today, the surprise topic is, what are the challenges and problems that women face in general, and how do we overcome this? Please share the video and invite a lot of people on all the groups so that they can come and watch. As a woman, I'm going to be talking as a woman, as a mother, as a sister, as a daughter-in-law, as a sister-in-law. What are the challenges that we face in women? And since I'm an African woman, I'm going to centralize my presentation on African women, married women challenges that they face. So please, just give me time as I get into this and explain to you. So it's raining here in South Africa, in Cape Town where I am. It's raining heavily, heavy rains. So if you hear some disturbance, it sounds, we are having a storm from yesterday. It's a heavy rain in South Africa, in Cape Town. So if you know, just send some love and some likes so that I know you understand the weather and the mother city. The mother city is giving us rain and we need it. Welcome to Cape Town, the mother city. We need the rain. So we are talking about the challenges that women face and problems that women face, married women or women in serious relationships that they face. I'm going to start about social problems. When I talk about social problems that women talk, I'm actually looking like some of the attitudes that we face as a woman. You are a married woman. Attitude, social beliefs, cultural beliefs, social behavior, and societal culture, there are so many things that are expected from a married woman. One, your behavior changes. Your behavior must change. Our African culture requires a married woman's behavior to change when you get married. When I say change, I mean when you used to go out like clubbing, the moment you get married, you're supposed to stop. Secondly, some cultures go to the extent of dressing. When you get married, your dressing is supposed to change. Some go to the extent of the way you talk, the way you socialize, the way you look at people. Like in my Shona culture, when you are married, you are not supposed to look at your in-laws in their faces directly. You must be humble. You must always show the humble personality, which is always looking down. Like this, when they are talking, when it's a meeting or what, you humble yourself by looking down. And I'm just going to demonstrate it for other cultures that don't know how we do it. We do like this. That's a way, that's an expectation in society when you are married the African way. I'm Shona, I'm half Shona, half Swana. So mixed, but 100% Shona because my father is Zimbabwean. So get that, guys. So these are some of the social behaviors which are expected of a woman. And it's a big change, guys. Imagine you used to dress up in anything you want. Now you are married, you're automatically forced to change your dressing into something. This is a change that can affect the attitude of a woman. And remember, when you were single, why I'm talking about this as barriers or challenges or problems that affect us as African women is, remember when I was single, when I was dating my husband, I used to wear my tight jeans. I used to wear everything. Now I'm married. I'm expected to dress like, for example, the Xhosa culture here in South Africa. You're expected to dress the certain way for a certain period, which your sisters-in-laws requires you to dress, which means you must be covered from head to toe. You wear a blanket. You wear so many things, which are expected according to that culture. Now, look, the problem we have as women is our husbands, before they marry us, we used to wear this sexy dressing. We used to live cleavage. When we are married in African culture, we are not allowed to show cleavage. It's disrespectful. When you are married in African culture, you can't show your boobs out, even a little bit. It must be covered. The way you dress, even your skirts, must always be above knee. That's African culture. It's a sign of respect to the family that have married you. Macmillan Chingande, welcome, please. Welcome to this channel. So these things that we do as men, I want you to understand, when we get married, we as women have got expectations. We as women have got expectations that you have to adjust to, like cultural beliefs. If the culture says Emma Koti must cover her head, that's why I did this video, regardless of the weather as well. I had to cover my ears. Some culture says when you are married, you are not supposed to show your ears. Your ears must be covered. Some culture says when you're married, you're not supposed to wear makeup on. You wear normal lotion, that's it, no makeup. Some culture says when you're married, if you had an ear piercing or a nose ring, you must remove it. So these are cultural beliefs and the social beliefs, and your friends must change. Even, like I said, the clothes, friends, a lot of things must change when you're married in an African way. So these things work in a way, positive and negative way. When I say positive and negative way, I'm saying as an African woman, remember the friends I used to have when I was still dating. Now I'm married. I'm no longer allowed to socialize with them. Why? Because everyone that is not married is regarded as a bad influence to a married woman, which could be wrong, which could be right. There is more into this with the research, but I'm not getting deeper into that. The whys or the do's or the don'ts, the negative or the positives of the topics I'm talking about. I'm not getting into it, but I'm saying these are some of the things that affect us as women. And these effects, remember, the family is so hard on you. Like when you're a newly married woman, there comes sisters-in-laws. In African culture, sisters-in-laws are so powerful. They've got extra powers, extra privilege over you as a sister-in-law that has been married into their family. And normally we as women, many ladies have been sending me different issues. Didn't talk about sisters-in-laws, didn't talk about mothers-in-laws, didn't talk about this. But in this, I'm going to put it together. These are our social attitudes, social beliefs, cultural beliefs, social behavior, social views, which varies from culture to culture, tribe to tribe. It varies. But like I'm going to start with the sisters-in-laws. So, for example, in Xhosa culture, I don't know much about Xhosa culture, but I know they play a very big, major role in South Africa as your husband's sisters. When you are married into the family, they decide how long you are going to wear the makoti attire. They decide the period. They decide a lot of things about you. And all you do is look down and say yes. You can't say no as a daughter-in-law that has been married. And this pressure is only on the women. It's Women's Month, women, women, women. This pressure is on the newly married woman, not on the husband. Now look, I've got duties as well, soon after getting married, that you must do, which for me personally, I'll tell you, I did soon after getting married, my first time, but I failed to do them as the time goes on because I couldn't do them. Things like you must wake up early morning. Makoti, the daughter-in-law, is the first person to wake up in the household. You wake up early in the morning, you do the housework, no matter how cold it is, no matter what. You do the housework, you clean the house, you do everything, you cook breakfast, whilst the family, the sisters-in-laws are sleeping or resting, including your husband you had spent a night with. And you are going to spend the whole day, you as a daughter-in-law. When I say makoti, I mean the married woman. You're going to spend the whole day working, doing housework for your new family. And this put pressure on a young married woman. Imagine you are not used to this routine, whereby you wake up in your mother's house. Yes, you wake up and do work, but you don't have the strict time whereby you must wake up early before everyone is up, do the work, fetch the water, make this, make breakfast for everyone, prepare for everyone. As women, it's a very difficult and a very challenging position. Please send some heart and some love if you understand what I'm talking about. It's a very difficult. Now, on top of that, you are a newly married woman. You still have to play your role, which your family have told you in your marriage before you get married. This is how you treat your husband. You still have duties that are expected for a wife, African woman, to perform in the bedroom for your husband. Duties to perform in the bedroom for your husband. On top of your husband, you still have duties to perform for the family. This is expectations, and they must be fulfilled. According to African culture, if you fail to do that, you have failed to be a good daughter-in-law. I thank God, my first marriage, I was married in a good family. And my mother-in-law loved me very much. May God bless that woman. May God bless her. She was so nice to me. She was so understanding. She understood me just as I was. She was not that strict to me, like wake up early, do the housework. There was someone that was always helping. And I was the last one to wake up. Because I can't. That's the time you go on holiday. I'm on holiday. From here in where I'm working, you wake up early to go to work. I used to drive like 3 a.m. in the morning, driving to work. As early as 3 a.m., I'm on the road driving to work. Then I take a holiday to visit my in-laws. I'm expected to wake up 3 a.m. again to start doing work. I'm a modern woman, and I'll be honest with my in-laws. If you want me to hire a maid, I'll hire a maid. But not all women are like me. Not all women who have loving and understanding in-laws like me. Not all women who have the privileges that I had. So I'm speaking from both angles of a woman who had privileges and a woman who never has privileges. These are the challenges women married face. Our social barriers that women face when they are married. These cultural beliefs, this social behavior, especially the sisters-in-laws. I'm a sister-in-law also. But I will never expect my sister-in-law, my husband's wife, to work more than me, to do things more than me, to wake up early in the house and do all the houseworks. No. In our family, we don't do that. In our family, she is the mother of the house. She gives us actually duties to do. So if you are married to my brothers, obviously you would know what I'm talking about. My family is not like that. My family is a bit modern. But some families, this is how married women, this is the first challenge. if you are still dating their brother, treat them well now. Because if you don't, you are going to face them. Those are your future bosses. When you are married, you don't report it to one man in African culture. You report it to the whole family. But the sisters-in-laws are the ones that ladies have been crying. Jeannie talk about sisters-in-laws, talk about sisters-in-laws. I'm also a sister-in-law, but I am the nice sister-in-law. But maybe I'm viewed as a bad sister-in-law. I don't know. You need to ask my sister-in-law, am I a good one or am I a bad one? I don't know. But what I know is, as a sister-in-law, obviously I do have privileges. I do have powers. Remember, I grew up with my brother. I know my brother better. But as women, this is Women's Month. Remember, as much as you're a bossy at your mother's house to another woman, you are also going to get married. And you are going to be a slave. So treat others well in your mother's house. Because remember, as a woman, you are also going to be married. And you are also going to go to another family. So, sisters-in-law, be nice to your brother's wives. I'll say it again. I spoke about abuse. Married women receive their first abuse from sisters-in-laws. Sisters-in-laws are abusive in our African culture. I'm not going to talk about other cultures that I don't know. But in our African culture, so many women have been sending me messages to talk about this topic. But I will highlight it here. Sisters-in-laws, the whole challenges of a woman in a marriage, sisters-in-laws are at every point. As I was doing my research and speaking to other people and other African therapists, marriage therapists, I realized sisters-in-laws, our husbands, sisters, are the big problem. Please invite women. If you have got your sister-in-law, invite her to watch this video. Or share, so that they can hear. You and me are also sisters-in-laws to someone. Unless if you say you don't have brothers. But if you are a sister-in-law and you watch this video and you are one of those that terrorize their brothers' wives, listen to me. What you sow, you shall reap. Just because she loves your brother doesn't mean she's a slave. Just because she loves your brother doesn't mean she's the enemy of the family. Just because she loves your brother doesn't mean you must make decisions in a marriage because you and your brother came from the same womb and this one is a stranger. Remember, the word of God says, what God has joined together, no man shall put asunder, including you, sister-in-law. The moment your brother took that wife, respect that position. Because if you come to me personally, I know my position as an African woman, and I'll tell you, the moment I'm married in your family, I'm part of that family. I'm automatically part of that family. And I'm a daughter in that family. And you love me, you hate me. Don't expect me to live because of a sister-in-law. No. And don't expect me to live in fear because of my sister-in-law. No. Don't expect me not to answer you back. If you are rude to me, I'll answer you back. If you are sister-in-law. So sisters-in-laws, this is a modern generation. Let us be nice to our brothers' wives. These are women like us. Let's stop abusing each other as women. So on this one, social barriers and challenges that women face, I'm highlighting. Mothers-in-laws, you may say, Jean, what about mothers-in-laws? Excuse me. Mother-in-law. Me, I don't call them mother-in-law. I say mother-in-love. Because to me, that's what my mother taught me. And where I have been, if you ask about me, that's me. I treat my mother-in-love as a mother-in-love, not as a mother-in-law. So my experience is the way you treat them is the way they'll treat you back. Even if they don't treat you nice, remember, this is the woman that carried your husband that you are in the family for. So at the end of the day, I can say things about sisters-in-laws. It's okay. They're just like our husbands. But I cannot say things about our mothers-in-laws. Why? Because for us to have a husband, to have that boyfriend, it's because of her. So because of her, because of that role she played of raising my husband, from changing him diapers, I will respect her. Even if she beats me, I will not fight her back. Even if she insults me, I will close my mouth because of the role mother-in-law plays. And ladies, it might be abuse, it might be what? You don't stay with your mother-in-law forever. You visit her, you go back. If she visits you, treat her the same way you would treat your mother. If you treat her like that, even if she's rude, even if she's nasty, I know there are monsters. Some are monsters. But thank God, I'm blessed with great, amazing women of God that knows how to treat other people's children as humans. So my ex-mother-in-law was the best. And my future mother-in-law will be the best. That's my confession. And as young girls, if you are a girl or you're a mother, you have got daughters, or you're an auntie, you have got your brother's children, start teaching them this. They must start praying now for their marriages. The girls must start praying now for the families they are going to get married to. You don't start praying whilst you are there. Start praying now whilst you are still a young girl. Start praying now before the proposal comes. Pray for that family. Pray for the family you're going to be married in. Pray that you find favor in their eyes. Pray for favor in their eyes. The word of God says, you shall find favor with God and you shall find favor with men. Pray for favor in their eyes. May God give you favor, girls. Pray for favor, women. Pray for favor. God can change your monster sisters-in-laws and give you favor in their eyes. You can be favored amongst all the sisters-in-laws. You can find favor with them. So ladies, you have been saying, Ginny, talk about monster mother-in-laws. There is no monster mother-in-law. If she was a monster, she could have ate your husband. So because she raised your husband until he found you, your mother-in-law is not a witch. Your mother-in-law is not a monster. Your mother-in-law is not a bad mother. You are the bad daughter-in-law. And I'll say it again. You are the bad daughter-in-law. She doesn't appreciate me. If your mother doesn't, your own mother doesn't appreciate you, girl, what do? Do you mourn at her? Do you cry? Or I just say, this is my mother, it is what it is. So with your mother-in-law, your mother-in-law, treat her like your mother. If she insults you, you keep quiet. If she's rude to you, you keep quiet. She doesn't appreciate what you do, you keep quiet. You let her be. But all you need to do is give her more love. More love. More love. More love. Every time you're in the bedroom with your husband, it's because of that woman. If she was that bad, you were never going to get your husband. So please, please, women, when it comes to mother-in-law, me, your presenter, I am not tolerating anything. The same way you treat your mother is the same way I expect you to treat your mother in love. I call her mother in love. So that's the same way I expect you to treat your mother in love. So, sisters-in-laws, that one we can talk. I've told them already. Sisters-in-laws, you are the ones that give us more stress in these marriages. You are giving us more headaches. The women are crying about you. Why would you want to get a case? Every time another woman kneels down, it's because of your name. Every time there's gossip in the family, it's because of you. Some were saying, Jean, they are making us fight within the family. Hi, my sisters, change and repent. Change and repent. You are also a woman. And worse if you are married. Why are you still going back to your mother's house? You left your mother's house to go join another family. Let the ones that came into your family enjoy peace. My sister, let them enjoy peace in their husband's family. You went to yours. Go stay there. If you return, yes, I heard about that one. If you return like me, I was married, now divorced. If I go back and stay to my mother's house, yes, I know the name that you have given us. They call us return soldiers. The soldiers that have gone to war, now they are back. At fool. My sister, don't be called a return soldier. Refuse that title. Refuse to be a monster. Refuse to be a monster sister-in-law. Refuse to be a monster soldier that has returned. Don't you think it's some of the problems? Look at yourself. Analyze yourself. Was I bothering my sister-in-law? No. Was I bothered where I was? No. So why should I come back and bother people that I left? Now you come back. You start bothering them. And ladies, sisters-in-laws, I'll highlight this. I heard about your demands, asking money from your brothers directly, skipping your sisters-in-laws, their wives. When your brother marries, he automatically becomes one with that woman. Whether you like her or not, it has got nothing to do with you. As long as your husband has got feelings towards that woman and married that woman, that you cannot interfere. That you cannot interfere, even God said that. Leave that one alone. But remember, these two are one. They are one family. So you, my sister, if you are like me, you are a returned soldier. Now you are back home in your mother's house again. You can't support yourself or your children that you have brought back. Don't harass the wives of your brothers. Don't expect the wives of your brothers to raise your children as if they are yours, as if they are husbands. They are not your brother's children. You went out and got children there. If you can't get maintenance from there, my sister, you have got 2 hands. You are not crippled. Work for your children. Just because your marriage did not work, do not harass other children. Do not harass other women that are enjoying their marriage. Ladies, let's stop bitterness. Bitterness. Women, you are so bitter. Just because your marriage has failed, now you want everyone's marriage to fail because yours has failed. Well, did you make the decision with them? Did you make a choice with all the women that your brothers married? That you are going to marry that husband of yours that you left or that divorced you? Whatever the reason that made you come back from your husband, come back in peace, or I'll say it the Nigerian way, come back in peace. Don't come to destroy your brother's marriages. Come back in peace and stay in peace. We will support you according to what. Remember, we've got family. We have got needs. The only people I'm going to talk about this economical. These are economical problems. Let me get into it actually. Economical problems women face. And I'm going to talk first of all about sisters-in-laws like me that have divorced their husband or have been divorced, that are back in the family. Please, don't bring your economical burden on your brothers and their wives. You brought your children. It's either you work hard with your hands to raise your children, or you go apply for maintenance from their father. It's not your brothers and their wives' responsibility to look after you and your children. They do that because God compels them to do. They'll do that because they love you. But it's not a must. It's not a must. You have no right to your brother's money. The only person who has got the right to it is him and his wife and children. The rest, we do not have right to our brother's money. So sisters, today it's women to women. I'm not involving men. Today it's women on women. We are each other's enemy. We are each other's abusers. Women, we abuse each other left, right, and center in marriage set up. Women are abused more than women in marriage set ups. I'm done with the sister-in-law. You may ask, my mother-in-law demands a lot of money. Girl, my answer is simple. I'll tell you, mother-in-law is demanding a lot of money. Well, it's a right. If she's demanding, it's a right. She raised the son, were you there? She used to wake up early in the morning, were you there? No. I know how it feels to sleep all night with my son in bed, feeding him. Not that I'm saying I'm that kind of a mother that's going to demand money from my son. I will never do that because I'm working towards my retirement. I'm working towards my retirement right now. I'm working for my retirement so that when I'm old, I'm not going to demand money from my children. But if the parents worked all they had and sold all they had for your husband to get education or for your husband to be where he is, and now they are struggling, they married with an attitude that you're not going to look after your parents or his parents. Brothers also, the moment you get married, priority number one is yourself, your children, and your parents. Your parents are both wife's parents and husband's parents. I know there are some husbands who only want their support to go one side. It's abuse. You're abusing the funds. Money belongs to the two of you as discussed in the previous video. Now a month end, if it's $100, $100, if it's 50, it's 50. If it's 20, it's 20. Be fair. Each mother carried 9 months. Each father carried 9 months. Now there are some families where the biological parents of your husband or your wife have separated. It's up to your husband, not up to you as a wife. It's up to your husband to say, baby, from my portion of my parents, since they are divorced, I'm going to give mama $5, papa $5, because my parents are divorced. People, understand me. I'm not a pastor, but I'm a child of God. If you want to live long on earth, you need to honor your parents. You need to take care of your parents. That's why I said they are priority. So as a daughter-in-law, some of you are dying young because you don't want to support your husband's family. Your husband is working hard for you, for your children. But when he wants to send money, he must hide. He must steal from his own pocket to send money to his parents. Who are you? What's wrong with you, woman? And what's wrong with you, men? If you don't want to give your wife's mother money or your wife's father's money, who do you think is going to support them? You must be fair and be understanding as couples, as partners. If you are not married and you want to get married, get this advice. If you get into a marriage with an attitude that money goes only to your mother, you are wrong. The moment you get married, automatically you have got 4 parents, 4 biological parents, 2 mothers, 2 fathers. Amen, somebody. Hear me. Automatically, whether they are nice to you, whether they don't like you as a son-in-law, you have got 4 biological parents the moment you get married. Understand that. If no one has ever taught you that, hear it from me. And if you have every month you have been squandering money without sending anything to those people, you are building cases for yourself. You can't give offering to God whilst you don't look after your biological parents here on earth. But you are taking care of the pastor. Not saying that I'm against anyone looking after pastor. I look after my pastor. I also give offering and my tithes to church. But I look after my mother. Same way I look after my mother-in-law. There is no 2 ways about it. So to those that are saying mother-in-law demands money, mother-in-law, like I said, there is nothing, ladies, understand, there is nothing we can say or do about mother-in-law. As your advisor, as a woman, I want you to understand, you can never say anything bad to you. You can say bad things about your mother-in-law to your husband, but it's ugly. Don't expect him to choose between you and his mother. Never ever put a man in that position. If you have got 5 senses, 5 common senses, excuse me, never ever put your husband to choose between his mother and you, because you'll be disappointed. He will choose his mother. You are a stranger that you just met. He will be foolish if he chooses you. He will be a foolish man if he doesn't choose his mother. So, couples, you have got 4 biological parents. Whether your parents have divorced each other, that has got nothing to do with you. Whether your father did not look after you, that has got nothing to do with you. You are a child. Honor your parents. God did not say honor your mother. He says honor your parents if you want to live long. So this topic, economically, I'm done with it. It's one issue that affects women. Some women, they just want their husband to do their side. It's my mother, my family, my mother, my brother, my sister, my mother, my brother, my sister. Women, it's not, it's bad. want to, for me, it's 50-50. No, if he doesn't have sisters, let him look for cousins to bless. If your brother needs money, let him also give his brother. Whatever he does to your brother, let him do to his brother also. What he can, if he doesn't have biological, he can look for cousins. If he doesn't have cousins, he can take that money and go spoil himself. Let him go drink it if he can drink. If he doesn't drink, let him go put it in offering basket. But if we are looking after your brother's child, he must also look after his brother's child. If you are looking after your sister's child, he must also look after his sister's child. You can't tell me his whole tribe, there is no return soldier. There is a return soldier somewhere. If there is no return soldier, there is a married sister in her house. Let him support his sister married somewhere. Do unto others what you want them to do to you. So ladies, I've received your messages. I've heard your messages. Mothers-in-law's demands. Give them, if you give them monthly, if you take care of them, they'll stop demanding. Me, I'm saying the truth before God. I was blessed with a mother-in-law that would give us money, not taking from us. Yes, she would want also, even if they are rich or if they've got money, they want to be spoiled as well because they are parents. You need to honor them. Do nice things to them. When they visit your home, let it be a home, no matter how small it is. Let your mother feel welcome. Not the day or the week your mother-in-law or the month your mother-in-law is visiting. That's the mother-in-law, the demon of Mutu possesses you. You wake up like this because your mother-in-law is around. My sister, that many you are enjoying, that many you show off the ring calling my husband, it's because of that woman. If there is any person in a marriage setup that must be respected, it's your mother-in-law. Your mother-in-law. She gave birth to your wife. She gave birth to your husband. Father-in-laws, respect them. Honor them. Do not interfere with their differences with their wives. That is, you are a child. It has got nothing to do with you. I'm done with that. I'm going to another economical. Let me check my time. Economical point. Women, listen to me. And their husbands, listen to me. Women who have got a problem. A very big problem. Our big problem is friends. I have been married. And I'm going to get married. And I have seen a lot of women being destroyed by their own friends. Hello, ladies. Friends. Friends are the most people that cost marriages. If you don't understand, you are going to hear it today. If you have never heard that your friends are costing your marriage, hear it now. I'll start. You go to your husband. You see them. My friend, what happened? Your husband asked you nicely. They bought a nicer car now. They've got a nice car. He bought my friend a car. My sister, your friend can be your source of bitterness. Your best friend can be your source of competition. Your best friend can be your influence. The way she dresses, the way she looks, what she eats in her house. Me, personally, I mind my own business. I've got friends, a lot of friends, they can testify to me. I mind my own business. I concentrate on my own marriage. And I give good advice to my friends. If you are my friend, actually, I don't have a friend that is divorced. Amen. If you are going to get divorced, it's something else. Not because I've given you bad influence or you have copied something bad from me. Number one, learn from me. I do not do competition. Ladies, you spend a lot of your time competing with other women. At church, did you see the outfit? Did you see the shoes? I'm one lady that sells clothes from Turkey. Hello? I travel all the way to Turkey and come back. I know the fashion that we sell. It's expensive, it's costly. Some of you women, you put pressure on yourselves to the extent you start stealing money from your husbands because you want to look nice. You want to compete with your friends. She wore this one. I'm going to wear something better. Oh, she bought this TV. I'm going to buy something better in my house. Oh, she has got this coffee table. I'm going to buy something. My friends, women, mind own business. Your husbands are different. Your income is different to your friend's income. You can never have the same with your friend. Me, I had my best friend, and her husband used to buy her expensive, nice cars. And we didn't have a car then. We didn't have a car. And I was happy. I was happy for my friend. But I'd never gone to my husband one day to say, buy me a car. Buy me a car like my husband's friend. Women, stop putting pressure on men over things that you see what your friends have, what your friends are wearing. Makeup, oh, bros on fleek, oh, this and that. What product are you using? Your friend will tell you the truth. Oh, I'm using this one. Where did you buy it? At Forshin. You want to compete to go buy that brand. When you know your husband's salary cannot match to her husband's salary. It's different, ladies. Stop putting economical pressure on yourselves. Some of the economical problems, ladies, we create for ourselves. Live for you, your husband, your children, your family, and God. Stop living the way your friends live. Stop copying what it's nice to see what's nice. I know on Facebook there are so many nice ladies group. There are so many nice things that are done. People post their houses. People post their cars. People post things that their husband does. Whilst you know your husband cannot afford to do that, my sister, don't you think if you exit that group, if that group is... Don't you think exiting that group is gonna help you? Sorry, people, I'm having a problem with my phone here. I'm not so sure what's happening with my charger. Just hold on. Seems like my charger is not charging. I'm not so sure what's happening here. Okay. Sorry, people. I'm going to edit this. I'm sorry. I'm just having a challenge with my charger. I'm not sure what exactly is happening here. But let's see. My sponsors, hello. I'm having a problem with my phone. So people, whilst I'm trying to fix my phone, please bear with me. I'm trying to fix my lightning, my phone here. My phone is no longer charging. I don't know why. Okay, I'll proceed with the video. Let me try to put backup lighting because it actually dimmed my light. Okay, so we are back on, but I'm not so sure if my phone is charging. My phone is refusing to charge. What's happening here? Just give me a few minutes, people. I'm not so sure what's happening with my phone. Why is my phone not charging? So I'm having a problem. Just give me a second. Let me look for backup power. Okay, so now it seems like it's working again. And I'm not so sure what's happening to this phone. Okay. So now it seems like we are back on and it's working again. But still it's complaining of low battery. So I was saying, ladies, do not get pressure from your friends. Do not get pressure from your friends. And I'm also running out of time. Now I'm going to move from economical issues. Economical issues, like we also touch things like parents' dependents, like mother-in-law, father-in-laws. You should always consider those things. Always consider those things. Let me know if you're hearing me. Okay, you're hearing me and hearing me loud and clear. That's perfect. Okay, so your parents, your in-laws, they are part of your economical stress that most women face when they are married. Some women, it's because they are stubborn. They just don't want to admit that husbands have got parents who are dependent on him. So if you are that kind of a woman that does not want to admit that your husband needs to send money to his parents, you will be bitter. It will become a very big problem for you. And it will affect your marriage. Also, if you're a husband and you do not want to admit or accept that your wife has got dependents that needs to be looked after, it will affect your marriage. I will tell you when I'm concluding how it will affect your marriage. I'm left with 15 minutes. I hope I'll be allowed with my sponsors. I'm just having challenges with my battery and everything. So sponsors, I hope you allow me and pay me for extra minutes so that I can conclude this topic on Women's Month. So, ladies, I was saying, do not be put pressure on the cars other couples are driving. Their holidays, the classic homes on Facebooks. Ladies, you don't know what they've done. Opportunities come in different ways, especially in the diaspora. So people in Zimbabwe or anywhere in the world, do not be depressed by what you see on social media. Please, do not be depressed by that. Please hear me and hear me well. Do not be depressed by that. Let it not affect you. Do not be depressed by that. I'm just having a phone challenge here. I thought it's resolved, but it seems like this challenge is being stubborn. I'm going to work on my other cables and see what happened here. Let's see. Okay, so this one seems to be working. Anyway. Welcome again to my channel. My name is Jean Kiritseng Chirenge Kobole, and today we are talking about the problems and challenges and how to overcome that African married women face. So now we are on the economical one, and I'm saying, ladies, do not be put pressure by what your friends do. Like I said, some marriages are being destroyed by ladies who have got friends who give them bad influence. Your husband is lazy. What do you expect him to do? His husband is a graduate. He has got PhD. He's a specialist. And your husband is a waiter. How do you expect a waiter to buy you a wagon? Well, even if he's still, how much more do you want this man to do? What do you want him to do? So this is some of the pressures and stresses. For me, I say, women, your best friend is your husband. Why? If you make your husband your best friend, you avoid other problems. Other problems like seeing things. Avoid going to people's houses. I don't know how I can say this. Husbands, discipline your wives or teach them. I know to control someone is abuse. But when women visit other people's homes, they are looking, they are copying. Copying is good if you can afford it. But copying things that you can't afford is very bad for a marriage. You bring stress in your marriage of what their couches look like. Live in your house. Mind your business. Think about how can I satisfy my husband? How can I make a nice meal with my cabbage and carrot today? How can I live with what we have? And that's why some of you don't think you don't have enough to look after your families. Because you are living a competitive life. And to make matters worse in the diaspora, living a competitive life, you want to see what weave you have. You have seen me ever since I have started doing weave. I wear the same weave. It's one. I've got one. But some of you women have got 10, 15 wigs. For what? For what? You are a married woman. For what? How many pairs of shoes do you have? Some of you don't even know when last you wear the shoe that you are stressing your husband for. Some of you steal money from your husband to buy things, to compete with your friends. They'll see me at church. Amen. I used to go to that church where people compete to wear clothes and shoes. You see one woman with new shoes, new clothes every Sunday. And I wonder, so the other clothes, what does she do with them? Because for me, people that know me or that have lived with me, they will testify. I will never buy things that I don't want. I will never buy things that I don't wear. It's excess. For what? Why do you need 17 pairs of heels, 50 pairs of shoes, 10 pairs of sneakers? For what? Even your husband, why does he need 10, 15 pairs of jeans? Is it a school uniform? For what? People, African people, it's vanity. We spend our resources on vanity. Instead of using money, investing money for our retirement.
keeping money for our old age, so that when we are old, we will be another generation that does not rely on children. Let's not burden our children. Let's not burden our grandchildren looking after us. Have your retirement sorted, men, instead of wearing and changing clothes. Especially for me, people that change cars. I'm not jealous of you, but I feel sorry for you. This year, you have got another car. Don't tell me if you're in the diaspora, you're buying those cars cash. Yes, there are some people who buy those cars cash, but the majority, it's all credit. This year, you are with a wagon. Next year, you are with a Fortuner. It's all credit. You can't finish one, you change. Before this one expires, you go to another one. You live with credit cards. What about your retirement? How do you sustain your lifestyle? If you have got, as guys, my brothers, if you have got a wife that competes on clothes, that is putting pressure on you to compete also and start wearing and dressing, go to Makam. Me, you see this jacket I'm wearing? I bought it from Jet. This is a Jet jacket. Am I not looking nice? Am I not feeling warm? This that I'm wearing is from Mr. Price. I think it was 30 rands. Why should I live a life that is beyond my means? This is the pressure majority of us Africans have. We live beyond means, trying to compete with people. You will send children to private schools here inside in diaspora, where education is the same. Why are you sending your children to private schools? Why? They still learn the same It's the same. Whether it's government school or it's private school, at the end of the day, when your child finishes matric or high school, he still goes to the same university. A child from government school and a child from private school still go to the same university. So I'm talking to you, African, my dear brothers and dear sisters. Why? Be wise with your money. Much of the stress in your marriages is because of pressure. You finish on food, takeaways, deliveries, and what? Your wife has automatically become crippled. If you were living in the rural village, can you survive with that wife? Now it's just order, Mr. Delivery, order, Uber Eats, order this. Can you survive on that lifestyle? What are you teaching your children? So women, for me, it's a point on research that I've done. Economical problems that women face, majority of them are intentional problems. We look for them. And especially friends. If you don't understand that your friends can destroy your marriage, most of you are cheating your husbands. It's my next topic from next week. Cheating. It's because of the same thing. It's a root cause. This economical problem is the root cause that make women cheat. It's a topic for next week, Friday. I'm highlighting, I'm letting you know. Next week, I'm talking about why women, we, including me, why we cheat. And ladies, I'm telling you today, if you change your friends, stay in your house, go to your work, come home, go to church. When church is finished, go into your car. If you don't have car, get in your public transport and go home. Stop talking. You avoid a lot of things. Personally, for people that know me, they know me on social media. But in reality, nobody can testify that Gina has been in my house unless if it's for money making. It's for business, strictly business. And everyone that I've touched through my business, they know I come for business. I do business and I move. Ladies, learn to mind your own business. Learn to stay in your own house. Me, I don't like friends that wants to come to my house. If you are that kind of a friend, I'll scratch you. Stay in your house. Why do you want to see what's in my bedroom? Why do you want to see the TV that you are using? Why do you want to know every development that you are doing? And some of you that are doing well, mind your mouth. Some of you are dying. Juju, they're being killed with African magic because of this mouth of yours. You can't keep quiet. Just because your husband just bought a second-hand Mercedes-Benz, you want everyone to know. And they kill you because of jealousness. And then you cry. No. Ladies, if you mind your business, if you stay in your house, concentrate in your marriage, Instead of Googling and thinking, how should I develop? Stop thinking about the things that you don't have. Don't go to the malls if you don't have money. Be like me. I don't do window shopping. I go to the shop when I want to buy something and I buy and I come back. Why? Because I know being at the mall with money, you end up buying things that you do not want to do. If going to the mall is your entertainment as a couple, think twice. Oh, there are so many things you can do in that country you are living in as entertainment, besides going to the mall, besides going to eat in restaurants. Your wife or you as a husband, learn to make restaurant meals for your family. Buy ribs and buy ribs for your family. If you want to go to Spain and save that money, give yourself a tip. Buy ribs. Mind your business and concentrate on your marriage, your children, your family, and your parents. Think about your retirement. You are not going to remain young like this. We are getting old every day. Are you ready for retirement, or you want to start bothering your children? And then your children will start bothering us. My mother-in-law is demanding because the retirement wasn't prepared for. Prepare your retirement now. I'm moving to another one because I'm running out of time. I'm actually left with 4 minutes instead of 40 minutes. Direct costs. Ladies, same thing. Friends. Majority of you end up buying things that are not on the budget. Your friend wants to go to the mall, automatically you are joining the trip. School fees money, you end up using it to buy this. You end up buying things that you did not intentionally planned. So ladies, we end up being stressed, which end up affects and cause fights in the marriage with your husband. The husband will be saying, I gave you money. What did you use the money for? You can't explain. You were put on pressure with your friend. You ended up buying the cheese that you did not want. You ended up buying a dress. And I know a lot of ladies, because I sell ladies' clothes. I sell ladies' stuff. I know some of them that says, Jean, please, I'm going to pay for this, but keep it for you. I'll tell you where you are going to send it. They're still behind their husbands. For me, it's bad, but I'm a businesswoman. When I'm a businesswoman, I'm a businesswoman. If whether you're gonna steal that money or what, but women are stealing money to buy clothes. And then they'll lie that my sister bought me this dress. Whereas you are stealing money from your husband. Because you are in competition with your friends. Nails. Look at my nails, ladies. Look at my nails. Look at my nails. Very ugly. You can tell me again. Very ugly nails. Very ugly nails I have right now. One, I've got ugly nails because I don't have time for. Two, I don't have a helper. I look after my children. I make meals daily for my family. Every time I wash hands and they irritate me. And every time they have to remove them and put them back and remove them. What I don't have in my life is time. But you don't even have money for those nails. You borrow money and stress your husbands. Your nails are on fleek 24/7. These don't buy wagon, my sister. These don't buy mansions, my sister. These don't send your children to school. These don't keep retirement money for you. This is just nails. They last 3 weeks maximum and they're off. If you take that 250 rands and invest it with Liberty or Dumicho or Sanlam for your retirement every month, that money for your nails, you have a good like $500,000 by the time you retire. And to me, that's common sense. Think. The money you go to the salon, how much are you spending? How much do you spend? If you put that money now in a provident or investment account now, 10 years from now, how much is it? I calculated. Before I cut my hair short, yes, this is just a wig. Before I cut my hair short, I used to have up to 1,600 rands budget for hair. And when I stopped, I started saving that money for my children. And you,